What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far. Okay, let me get into today's episode of General Hospital. Um, a lot of craziness in this episode, particularly. Um, Ava Jerome. I'm so sick of this chick. Like, she take her, Kiki, Silas, Franco are getting way too well, particularly Franco, Kiki, and Ava. They're getting way too much airtime. And what the fuck does General Hospital need with 50 characters? They have 50 active cast members on this show. What do they need with all these characters? I can think of 40, I could think about 35 characters that need to be cut right now. At least 35 of them need to be cut because they're just boring and they bring nothing to the show. Yeah, Ava Jerome is such a little bitch. I can't stand her. So she's looking at Kiki's birth certificate, and under the name father it says Dr. Silas Clay on it. So she's confirming that he is her father. I was kind of hoping that Julian would have been the father and Ava wasn't really Kiki's mother, meaning that Sam and, Kiki could have been sisters, but it is what it is. I knew it. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Anyway, Duke went to go see Ava or whatever. He's talking with Ava and pretty much, all up in her business about who her partner is at her art gallery. But she says her partner is a silent partner and she don't want to divulge any names. So that gets his curiosity piqued. So he's sure that she is a Jerome. He's sure about it, that she's a member of the Jerome crime family. So he asks her about it, but she won't confirm it, whether or not she is a part of that family or not. So she's, being a little bitch about it. And he's telling her about his past with the Jeromes. And, that they're criminals, that they do dangerous shit. But she's in denial about all of this stuff. About the fact that she's a Jerome member. So, he grabs her arm and stuff like that. She demands that he let her go and tells him emphatically that she's not a part of the Jerome crime family and tells him to leave her the hell alone. So he leaves. She goes upstairs. Carly wants to go Carly went to go see Sonny or whatever about Morgan, Kiki getting married and why he gave his blessings, and Sonny explains everything and says that it's for the better, you know what I'm saying? But Carly says it's not for the better because if Michael and Kiki, if being cousins didn't stop them from having feelings for each other, marriage ain't gonna stop them either. But Sonny tells her she doesn't know the whole story. So she wants to know what he's hiding. So Sonny tells her that Morgan feels they care more about Michael than they do him. And Carly says that's ridiculous. Here's my thing. I've been getting so much flack in my comment box for me saying Sonny cares more about Michael. Let me tell you something. Sonny cares more about Michael than he does Morgan. It's obvious. When Morgan was in karate and stuff like that, who went to Morgan's karate classes? Jax, not Sonny. Who took Morgan fishing and sailing and stuff like that? Jax, not Sonny. Come on now. Sonny was always giving his attention to Michael all the time, not Morgan. It's obvious. So clearly, whoever's saying that that's not true, you clearly haven't been watching General Hospital that fucking long. Because if you did, you would know. Michael is Sonny's golden boy. Come on now. It's obvious. I've been watching this show for many years and I know the deal. He cares more about Michael than Morgan. Carly could refuse it all she want. So, Carly says that she's not going to allow this wedding to happen or whatever, but Sonny tells her this is Morgan's life. If Morgan wants to make these mistakes and stuff like that, it's his life to make them. He's 19 years old. He's an adult now. Legally, he's grown. He's going to do what he wants to do. Sonny and Carly cannot keep their kids from making mistakes. You can't shield them from the world. At some point, you got to let them grow up. And that's what Morgan's doing. He's growing up. Whether Carly likes it or not, Morgan is going to do what he wants. I understand where Carly's coming from. Financially, it's stupid because Morgan doesn't have a job. He doesn't have any money. I get where she's coming from. And Sonny already told this to Morgan. But Morgan doesn't care. He's going to find a way. So that's what they got to let him do. If he wants to marry her, hey. And Sonny and Carly talking about something, I guess we love our kids in different ways or whatever like that. I guess y'all do. Because Sonny, I'm actually on Sonny's side on this. He's going to let this marriage happen because if this is a big mistake, Morgan has to be the one to make that mistake. Sonny and Carly can't stop him from making mistakes in their kids' lives. Morgan and Michael are grown. It is what it is at the end of the day. So Carly's upset. She walks out. Sonny calls Connie or whatever, leaves her a voicemail. Anyway, Connie's in her office with Derek Wells. He's threatening to shut down the paper and the magazine and stuff. And Connie keeps trying to tell him that he promised her till the end of the week and stuff like that. So she threatens him with Sonny or whatever. Of course, she uses Sonny to threaten him or whatever. So what he does is he tells her he'll give her till the next day to come up with that story. Publish the story or else he's shutting everything down. So she's on the deadline now. Derek Wells is like the creepiest bastard I've ever seen in my life. So, Connie leaves. Derek gets on his phone. He calls somebody, some mysterious person, and tells them to come by the office. Nobody's there. He needs to see this person in person. So he hangs up. And the person that walks into the office, of course, is Ava Jerome. He says hi to Ava. She says hi, Julian, confirming that he's her brother, Julian Jerome, which I'm pretty sure we all knew he was going to be a Jerome. So now some questions are going to get answered. Thank God. So, some shit is about to go down. I just can't stand Ava Jerome. I feel like the character is just I'm the same way with her that I am with Roger Howarth. I like Roger Howarth, but I only could take the two of them in small doses. And the fact that they're always on or Ava's always on, it's annoying. So anyway, Silas tells Alexis and Sam that Franco can't be a donor because of certain cells. So he can't be a donor. So they got to figure out another way. So Silas is thinking about Kiki being his daughter. So he wants a DNA test. He used, how she gave a sample for her bone marrow. He's testing that against his DNA to finally prove if she's his daughter, which I think is smart. And I think she is his daughter. So anyway, Alexis and Sam are talking about her father. And Alexis says that she's going to hire a PI and stuff like that. I think Julian Jerome is her father. I believe it. I definitely believe that that's her father. I feel sorry for Sam. You're going to have a sick bastard like that for your father. May the Lord help you. So anyway, Dante shows up at the Kelly's diner with Michael, Kiki, and Morgan. He calls himself the Corinthos boys. Dante, shut up. You ain't no Corinthos. Biologically you are, but you don't act like one. So Morgan tells him and Kiki are getting married. Dante was wondering how Sonny took the news. Morgan told him. Dante said congratulations. He went to go sit with Anna to talk about the case with his mother and Franco. So Morgan is acting like a complete jackass, asking Michael to be his best man at the wedding, which is stupid, because he said it in an attitude kind of way. So Michael agreed or whatever. Morgan and Kiki, they're wanting to put everything behind them. So Morgan and Kiki leave. They're at the hospital or whatever to check in on Franco. They're talking about their wedding plans. And Morgan's talking about receptions and bachelor parties. Do you got money to pay for all this stuff? Dumbass. Morgan is so stupid. So anyway, Michael was sitting at the bar of Kelly's, that little bar island thing. And Connie walked in. She noticed that he was upset about something. She asked him what was wrong. Was it about Kiki marrying Morgan or whatever? So Michael leaves. Dante was talking to Anna about the case. And Dante figures out that Carly was the one that set the whole thing up. Sonny called off the original hit, but now they're just looking for the second shooter or whatever. Anna thinks that the second shooter is somebody who just came to town. It's out of town or just, came to town. So now they're starting to figure things out. Duke comes up and they start talking about Ava Jerome and the Jeromes, and Anna is still pissed about that Jerome situation from back in the 80s because, she lost her unborn child because of them damn people, because of Olivia Jerome. So shit is heating up definitely at General Hospital. Anyway, I hope all of you have a great day. I'll see all of you later. Well, for Cliffhanger Friday tomorrow. See you all later. I'm out.